Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. The Walrus and the Comic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 4 of the Walrus and the Comic podcast. Brett, I almost feel like we shouldn't even call it the Walrus and the Comic anymore because didn't you get a new job this week?
Oh, me and you did the Welcome All Warrior football broadcast. You were the play-by-play man. I was your color guy. Starting tomorrow, as it is right now, today is February 6th. March 6th. Sorry, I'm a month out. March 6th.
What are you doing?
Friday, tomorrow, Saturday, the 7th, I will be the Welcome All Warriors baseball play-by-play.
Now, I feel like this is something that you've been working pretty hard towards because you're the baseball guy. So in this little podcast crew we have here, baseball is like your number one, isn't it?
Baseball has always been my number one. Well, not always, but baseball is my number one. Baseball became my number one. It's my favorite sport. And since we started the broadcasting, since broadcasting became an option, I've always wanted to get into baseball. That was where I wanted to be. And now it starts. Now I'm in.
And if you want to actually listen to any of the broadcasts Brett does, you can actually, we're going to link in the profile of our video number 3, the information for you to actually listen online. And we'll also put it on our Facebook group, The Walrus and the Podcast. So if you haven't checked that out and haven't liked it, go ahead and over to Facebook, give that a like and a follow, and you'll actually be able to listen anytime Brett's live. And trust me, it's going to be a lot better than his comedy ever could be.
Oh, yeah. I know sports more than I know comedy. And it ain't much on either.
You know what is really funny?
What's that?
Our buddy Nick. He's a funny person.
You give a lot of people 10s.
Why is that?
You rate a lot of women 10s, boy.
Justly 10.
No, justly 10s.
They're justified.
You hand out 10s.
You give a lot of 5s and 6s. I don't have.
Justified.
I've given out 2 10s.
Yeah, but they all have that weird nose.
I know 4.
What do you mean they all have that weird nose?
That Mediterranean nose that you really
He's
like.
a Mediterranean man. He says Jewish women are his forte.
Well, they are the best. I don't know what you want me to say. But I've only given out 2, and you're just throwing them out.
I feel like he's more like the Oprah Winfrey of 8s, right? You get an 8. You get an 8. You get an 8. He gives a lot of 8s.
And our guests today get 10s.
I give them where they deserve. I give them what they deserve.
How many 10s do I hand out?
None.
A
You're a pessimistic man.
A rare day it is that I hand out a 10.
But you hand out 4 to 6 like it's just
justified.
There'll be a 7.
Because that's
solid 7.
Because that's where
a solid 7. You'll say 4.5.
Most of humanity is between 4 and 6.
But there are 10s, and I give them where they belong.
And they are few and far between, brother.
No.
Few and far between, brother.
No. Where they belong, I will give it. I don't hand them out. I'm not Bernie Sanders. I'm not just giving out free 10s.
Oh, yeah, go blah, 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 blah. That's what you could run on. Vote for me, I'll make you a 10. Unjustly.
Oh, I'll make them a 10. But where it belongs, you get an accurate rating.
Now, Nick, if you were to rate yourself, I'm curious. What do you rate yourself at? Because we know how liberal you are with rating women.
With the numbers. How a liberal, generous man with the numbers.
I'm a gracious God.
You're funnier than the comic.
Oh, gracious.
I don't know, 5? I don't know, just average.
An average?
Yeah.
I would say I'm 5.
And I think I'm a solid 3.5. So most people are about an average 3.5 to 5.5, I think.
But there's some women that are just
Whatever
But
lenses
your
he's
rating-
looking through on his glasses makes everybody tense.
your rating is wrong. You need to get a new prescription.
My rating is the most accurate. You just see a woman, you turn on once, it's just, wow. It's perfect. It's perfect. You see it and you're like, God could not have done any better. All the genes lined up just perfect. The stars aligned.
That doesn't happen as much as you say it does.
It's only happened twice. Twice.
More than twice.
Twice.
You're just so generous with your 8s, man. I'm concerned for you.
There's a lot of 8s.
There's not a lot of 8s. Someone might rate your hairline an 8, but they're not many.
That's a solid 2.
Got the LeBron James look going on.
There are a fair amount of 8s in this world.
I don't know, man. You know what isn't good though, Brett? Are you an NFL Combine fan?
No. Because it ain't good.
Dude, it's terrible. So, I don't know if we talked about this any, but, dude, I hate the Combine.
Money grab.
And
nothing.
I am not desperate enough to watch the Combine because I miss football that much.
Yeah.
And you know what really gets on my nerves? Why are we measuring people's hand sizes in the Combine?
Yeah.
Like, Joe Burrow has 9-inch hands. All right, well, I mean,
That proves how manly you are.
3,
Yeah.
4. I don't know. Maybe I have like 7-inch hands, so I guess I can't be qualified to throw a football because my hands are too tiny.
Tiny hand.
You know what?
Baby hands.
Well, I don't have baby hands like quite you. You've got them Burger King tiny hands, like the ones where they had the commercial where they're trying to eat the little cheeseburger and it's just too
Of course, this
big.
man takes his food.
And you know what? Your buddy over here who gives out 8s like he's Bernie Sanders, he would be the one feeding you that burger because of your tiny hands.
Why does he always take it weird?
I don't know. That's his thing. That's his shtick.
Y'all would feed each other. Thanks, Walrus. Keep going with the NFL Combine,
Hey,
huh?
You know, I might just change my career to being a comic because apparently anyone can do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Combine, I hate it.
Do it.
I mean, I guess it's cool to watch people run fast, you know, and do jumps and...
You know what the Combine's like?
What?
It's like going to an elementary school playground.
I thought I was going a different direction.
No, man.
And I'm gonna
Man.
message you what it is on the
Okay.
podcast.
Yeah, we probably can't say that. If you're thinking
I don't know what
You're thinking what I'm
about.
thinking. I want to see this message too, so... No, it... Yeah, we definitely cannot say that one because we would be removed from everything.
But now,
But it does make sense.
We'll fill in this blank. Is that what y'all think? We'll leave it blank.
Yeah. No
NFL
one else is
Combine?
gonna...
No, it's like elementary school when kids, I'm faster than you. I can jump higher
You
than
look
you.
how fast. Hey, I can get in the jungle gym faster
You
than
remember
you,
you
boy.
used to jump and you'd hit the top of the door frame?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the little jump thing they do to hit the little
Yeah.
sticks, and like, I can jump 6 feet. Well, you know what? I coach track and field. My high jumpers can jump 6 feet too with 1 foot.
Did you know? What is it? Dr. Respect has like a 6-foot vertical or something?
Yeah,
ridiculous?
something ridiculous.
6 foot vertical.
Something
So do you
stupid.
think he can actually take the
Was
Undertaker?
it like 34-inch vertical, he
Yeah, I
says?
think
Like a
so.
30-something inch
Yeah,
vertical?
So
he
it's
says?
3 feet
Yeah,
straight up.
3 feet straight up. With that 36-inch vertical, can he in fact beat the Undertaker?
Well, see, he's a
Yeah.
60-year-old man.
Because
Ron.
not only does he have a 36-inch vertical, but he is the 1993-1994 back-to-back blockbuster video game champion. The 2-time ain't being stopped
Wait.
by nobody.
93, 94?
The
Was he
two-time.
playing Miss Pac-Man?
The two.
Gaboon. It was multiple games to test their prowess across the board.
I won't have you badmouth him the 2-time, and he won back-to-back.
But
What
did he
year
win
won?
21 straight WrestleMania
Well, it's all
matches?
scripted, so...
Bingo! Nobody
Wait,
wrote
no.
in.
You can't tell the people wrestling scripted. There might be people listening right now
They
who
need to
think
grow
that
up.
wrestling is real.
It's like Santa Claus being real. It ain't gonna happen.
Bingo,
Yeah.
bango. Kids, listen up.
Would you think
Also-
that wrestling is as scripted as UFC or less or more?
UFC ain't scripted, you buffoon.
Also, y'all ain't telling me giving out 10s, which I don't do. This man likes to go to bat for this man WWE.
Hey,
Didn't they just give out titles to John Cena?
Listen.
He's got more than Ric Flair now. He's got him. He's
actually,
winning.
he's
We
tied
gotta
with
push
Ric
him
Flair.
more. We gotta
He's-
give him more.
He's tied with Ric Flair, and he doesn't want to beat the record.
And he's a horrible
And he
actor.
could if he wanted to.
He could.
100%.
Not he could if he wanted to.
All right. Best WWE actor. has to be The Rock, right? Has to be, correct?
Give me a second. Batista.
You think Batista's better?
Good.
I mean,
Batista's good.
Kane was good in See No Evil.
It's ridiculous, but Stone Cold was kind of good.
Stone Cold was good. The Rock.
Did you
The
ever
Rock
see?
is- listen,
He's just been in more.
The Rock. You know what The Rock is?
What?
In every movie, he's The Rock. That's not acting. Hey, we got a part for you. Hey, we got
Wahlberg.
we got.
You ever
Hey,
notice-
hey, we have a part for you. What's the part? You. I'll take it.
But do you ever notice his really one part he has in every movie is when he does his little pectoral flex?
Yeah.
Doo-doo. The movie when he was trying to like jump from buildings to save people or whatever.
Him and Kevin Hart are just him and Kevin Hart in every movie. Hey, we have a movie idea. We have a movie idea. I want you to be a big Samoan tough guy, and I want you to be a short black guy. All right, we'll do it. And they make a movie.
Yeah.
But isn't it enjoyable?
No, it never is. I hate
like
both.
them.
I mean, I liked him in. Wait a minute. The Rundown. Did you ever see that one?
Down.
The Rundown. That was a pretty
Yeah, I
solid
saw
movie.
Rundown.
I'm
It
not
ran me down.
I'm not a Fast and Furious fan, so like I've actually I don't think
Would
I've
they
seen.
cut it out?
I don't think I've ever seen a single one of them.
1 and 2 was golden.
Yeah.
I won't have you trashing them.
No, I'm not trashing.
69.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
I mean, that's probably where they're going to. I mean, they're just going to keep going and going. But no, I don't know. Sometimes I think of weird things like the best wrestler, actor.
You know who was ready for it to be over and they wouldn't end it?
Who? What?
Paul Walker. He was like, "Can we stop this?" And they said no, and he said, "All right, I'll stop it."
You know who the best wrestler
And they kept going after.
Yeah, and they kept going. They wouldn't get the message.
I mean, but you gotta admit that song "See You Again" that was a tearjerker.
No.
I see you again.
It was a wheel jerker into a tree.
Oh, man, that's terrible, man. Let's go back. We're going off the rails here. This is insane.
All right,
Insanity.
All right. We'll get back to
All right.
sports.
So, Combine. The reason I ask you this, I've been thinking a lot this week, trying to find things to talk about. It's kind of hard to talk about a lot of sports all the time.
Yeah, it's getting slow right now.
It feels really slow.
We're in a
You know,
slump.
there's no wrecks happening in NASCAR.
The
There's-
spring training
yeah.
is happening. We talked about the Astros last week. March Madness is on the way.
And that's going to get
Baby!
exciting. That's going to get exciting. And I like March Madness because I like to see the Cinderellas win.
I got a big take on our boys.
Yeah? What you got?
I got a big take on our boys.
Now, who are our boys? Because, someone
South
listening
Carolina
first time.
Gamecocks.
I mean, cock-a-doodle-doo!
Right. He won't do it again, but he had to do it this time.
That made it. Where I
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
want to see them.
I did it again. Boom. What's your take, man? Because I don't think I buy into it.
They are 18 and 11,
Okay.
18 and 12,
Mediocre team.
somewhere around that area, right?
Yeah.
They got the play-in game tomorrow against 10 and 20 Vanderbilt.
All right. Before you say anything else, let me interrupt you here because you know the South Carolina Gamecocks and you know we can't win games we're supposed to win.
Oh, I got you.
Okay,
No
so I'm going to say we probably lose this game tomorrow. I'm going to go.
I can see that
And I'm a big Carolina fan.
I can see that.
But let me tell you, I'm not going to be sitting
You're
around
not doing
watching this
impression.
game. I'm not going to sit
Yeah.
around and watch this game because I know what's going to happen. We're going to miss every 3-point attempt we take in the first quarter, all right, the first half of the game. And we're going to miss, we're going to be 10 for 25 at the free throw line because we can't win games we should win. But go ahead with your take. I'm sorry for interrupting.
18 and 11,
Okay.
I think.
Yes, 18.
Give or take a game. A play-in game tomorrow against 10 and 20 Vanderbilt. I think sitting at 18 and 11 with the SEC tournament staring you in the face, I think they have to have 20 wins.
Okay. To get to the NIT?
No, to get to the show, to get to the tournament.
Okay.
And I'm not willing to say if just 20 gets them in, but I know they won't get there without 20. I think 20 is the magic number because where they are right now, they're playing Vanderbilt to get in, and Vanderbilt being a 10 and 20 team, they're probably going to go in as a low seed beating Vanderbilt, and they'll probably play an Auburn or a Florida, or not Florida. They'll probably play an Auburn or a Kentucky first. That's who they'll draw first. All right? And you go on and you win that game for your 20th win, I think it gets you in.
So how many rounds is there? 5 or 6 in the SEC tournament?
I think 6.
I think it is 6. I think the championship game is 6.
Okay.
So yeah, this is like the play-in, then go to round. Technically, I guess round 1, which is really round 2.
I think 20 gets
so,
them.
I don't know if 20 gets them. I think if they get to the semifinals of the SEC tournament, I think they get in.
Okay.
I don't think 20 does because we've seen the team last year. Didn't they have 20 wins?
I believe you are right.
I believe they were 20 wins and they got snubbed.
I believe you are right.
And
I remember that being a thing.
So, this Carolina team is so frustrating to watch. I wish they were as good as the girls' team. The girls' team is spanking people. This boys' team, it's kind of traditional South Carolina Gamecock sports. You know, we lose games we should win. We win games that we probably shouldn't win. And then we tout out how great of a season it was because we beat Kentucky or we beat whoever we beat. And it's just, I don't know.
I think your 20th win, though, being a Kentucky or an Auburn, I think that's what puts them over the hill. Like I think if they beat a Tennessee or a Florida or somebody like that for their 20th win, it doesn't. I think it has to be a good 20th win. But I think if it is a quality 20th win in the SEC tournament, I think it does put them over that hump.
You know, too bad they're not playing a team like Duke because Duke's just losing everything right now.
Yeah, Duke.
And they deserve it.
What a sight. What a beautiful, beautiful sight. North Carolina's been down, and I hate it because they're always, since I was little, they were my go-to basketball team. I always loved Tar Heel basketball. And what a joy. What a joy it is to see Duke crumble. I love it so much.
You know why I don't like either one of those teams you just mentioned? Because they're the bandwagon teams. They're the New England Patriots. They're the Dallas Cowboys. They're the Los Angeles Lakers. They're just the teams that everyone wants to pull for because one was home for Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time. I'm saying it. You can't argue with me on it. Michael Jordan, the GOAT. And people just want to be pulling for that team and buy his $180 shoes. And that's what it is, isn't it, Brett? You buy his shoes because you wear a size 4 and you can buy the kid versions.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, you can leave my Tar Heels out of this. I'll tell you.
Hey, they're fair game.
Tom Walrus.
Listen, they're fair game. You know why? Because finally, they're hot garbage this year.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's no one been saying,
and you can make it
let's
harder.
go Tar Heels!
And you're going to make it harder on me. I've had a bad season having to watch this. Bad season.
Yeah,
and you can make it harder on me by talking trash about them and trying to tell me that I'm a bandwagon fan.
You know, it's been a pretty bad sports season for you.
Yeah.
I mean, the Green Bay Packers, at least they kept Aaron Rodgers this year. He didn't break his collarbone again. A little fall down. But
I'm ready for him. I don't like him that much.
The Atlanta Braves had so much promise.
God, got blown out Game 5.
The Carolina Panthers, all they have is Run CMC, but nothing else.
Run CMC. Yeah, what'd you listen at him?
Hey, listen, that's what everyone's calling him now. Run CMC. He's the man. Hey, imagine this, right? Carolina Panthers, their quarterback situation, pretty hot garbage.
Yeah.
What if they trade Cam Newton to the Redskins, and they're like, hey, Tom Brady, come down here and drop off some screenplays that Run CMC. They'll have the cap space.
Now
they'll have cap space.
Now you're talking something.
But you think they want to give like two years to Tom Brady to turn him around?
No.
I mean, but
they don't.
What a move that would be. I'd go watch a game.
I don't think it would be a good move.
No?
Because you're going quality over quantity. I think right now with a new owner, new coach, new system, new everything, I think you go longevity. I think you're looking, the young guy, you're looking to build. It's not, hey, let's win the next 2 years and then we'll worry about it. Because then we have to worry about it. We get a guy now, and let's say he is a 500 guy this coming season, right? He's all right.
Yeah.
And then next season you have a little bit better season. But then you know what's coming. If you get Tom Brady at 43 years old, number one, You don't know when the end's coming. You hope you get 2 more years out of him, but you don't know if you do. And you know you're only getting probably 2 out of him. So I wouldn't like that move as much as you would.
What if this craziness happens and they actually trade Cam Newton to the Washington Redskins? Because, Riverboat Ron loves Cam Newton.
Yeah.
All right. What if they, send, they get a little package deal. Panthers give up their first-round pick and Cam Newton get Josh Norman, and they go ahead and send Dwayne Haskins down. Just dump him down. How do you feel? Is that even a possibility? It's probably not, but I like to play these little fantasy plays in my head here.
I mean, I think anything's a possibility. I think it's a possibility, but probably less likely than every other option.
Yeah, because we all know, you heard it here first, Tom Brady's going to the Tennessee Titans.
All right, and I remember in our first episode we asked if we could just kick out a team, just make it like they never existed, who would it be? And I said the Tennessee Titans, because I can't even hardly remember any of the time at their team. Who in the world sits around thinking about the Tennessee Titans? Well, guess what? If Tom Brady goes to the Tennessee Titans, everybody thinks about him.
Especially if they keep that running back.
Yeah.
They can resign
Derrick Henry.
Woo!
I'll help you out. His name's Derrick Henry. He's a monster.
He's like, what,
It's
6'8"?
incredible Hulk.
He's just, golly, man.
Can't stop the man.
He's so good.
Him and Tom Brady.
Imagine just dropping a screen off the Derrick Henry.
Just imagine I'm picturing my TV screen right now. I'm picturing looking at it. Those two in a shotgun formation. Are you picturing it?
I see it.
And you know where I'm picturing it?
Where?
It's in the Super Bowl.
No, really?
It's in the Super Bowl.
Oof.
That's where I'm picturing it.
Oof.
On my TV screen in February in the Super Bowl.
So I'm saying Tom Brady to the Tennessee Titans and then Ryan Tannehill to the Carolina Panthers.
I'm sticking Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I think Las Vegas is going to pull it off.
I think ESPN came out and said that the odds-on favor is still the Patriots. That they're going to end up working something out. They're thinking for
they will, man.
I don't
think Belichick wants him.
Yeah, I think
Kraft wants him.
Yeah.
Belichick doesn't want him. But I think what's going to happen is I think Kraft won the first argument.
Yeah.
Garoppolo and Brady. He won that argument.
Which you think was a regret, right?
Right. I think it's going to come back to bite him. But I think if Kraft takes this hill to die on, now that he won the last one, but if he chooses this one, I think Belichick's like, all right, you're going to run this team, I'll leave. And I think he leaves the Patriots. I think if Brady ends up coming back, both of them are leaving when Tom Brady's done. Belichick's like, you want the team, you have it, and he leaves. And then you lost everything. And I think Robert Kraft knows that, so I don't think Tom Brady's coming back. Because like I said, I'll say it again, if he comes back, Belichick's leaving when he leaves. Belichick will be done. He'll coach through all right, he can come back. You win this battle, but I'm done.
I mean, that's very plausible. It could definitely happen. But you know what I really want to know? I really want to know what Nick would rate Tom Brady's hairline at.
Where you get Tom Brady? What is Tom Brady? Not his hairline. We're talking the man.
Oh, you want to go to the full body?
That frame, baby. We're talking
TB,
man.
body.
That TB diet, that's
a perfect
sculpted.
12.
A perfect 12. What a hero. What a champion. You heard it here. You heard it here live on the Walrus and Comic podcast. Nick just confirmed everything we said. He gives out perfect scores too quickly.
And Tom Brady's wife is...
His wife's not hot.
We broke that up. Tom Brady's wife is a 6.
That's what y'all know.
What about...
Where you stand on that? Where you stand on that big statement?
I don't think I've ever seen Tom Brady's wife.
I'll help you out.
All right, while you're looking that up and you're going to help me out. All right, Nick. What about Jimmy Garoppolo, the man? Where do you rate Jimmy G at?
I don't know. Look at him. That's Giselle.
Oh, solid 6. Yeah. Maybe 5.75.
5 or 6.
I guess you got to be... How long have they been married?
She belongs in Philadelphia with the Sixers.
Oh!
2009.
They've been married since 2009? Dang. That's dedication.
Oh, yeah.
TV12. You know why? You know what? That just confirms...
Because he could be slanging Nick.
Listen. It confirms He's dedicated.
Oh yeah.
He's
Well, he took all
passionate.
his
He's dedicated to a paycheck.
Wait.
He took pay cuts to make a good team.
He's loyal, and that's why he's staying with the Patriots.
He's about to be dedicated to a paycheck from Las Vegas.
No way. Not happening.
Yeah.
Not happening, man.
He's had so many.
They're not getting rid of Derek Carr. They're not making him a $15 million backup or $25 million backup. They're not doing that. It's not happening.
And Tom Brady's done all these years for the Patriots. He's just going to throw away his last 2 seasons?
Yeah, man. I think you're crazy, comic.
No.
You're the crazy comic. Little CC there. Crazy comic. Brett Howard.
Listen, Las Vegas, everybody listening, and Nicholas.
The little
and
schmuck.
Walrus Ron.
First off, can't use the word schmuck.
Bingo. Las Vegas. I'm telling you right now.
All right, so this actually plays into where I was kind of going with this, Brett. So, do you think it's better for an NFL team to build their team through the combine or build it through free agency?
I like building it through the draft because of what I just said. I think it's quantity over quality. I think that doesn't really make sense. Those two words don't work at all.
No.
Those two words don't work at all.
Quality would work for a combine.
But I'm gonna keep saying it, even though I realize it doesn't make sense. And you know what? Sometimes you use words that don't make sense because they know what I'm trying to get at, and that's what matters. Because you don't want the 35-year-old man who may break his knees next week. Give me the 18-year-old that looks good for 10, 15 years. Give me that one.
New system, dodgeball. They line them all against the wall. It's just first come, first serve.
First come, first serve, baby. Boom, 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 boom.
So, when I look at it...
How about the Panthers trading up to get Joe Burrow?
What would they have to
Could
give
happen.
up? Do you want to trade Run CMC? Get Joe Burrow?
I think you do.
I
don't think. No.
Oh.
I think that's what they would have to do.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
I didn't mean.
I was like,
I didn't mean.
Wait a minute.
I don't think you do. I don't think
Okay.
you do. I think that's your best piece, and you better hold on to him, especially after you lost Luke Kuechly, you lost Greg Olsen, you're running out of staples, you're running out of cornerstones, you're running out of pieces, and Christian McCaffrey is your staple of the generation. He is what's going to make this a franchise going forward, and you don't trade him for anything. But I think to get a pick to get Joe Burrow, I think he's the only thing you got.
But can we just state the obvious here? I'm going to segue somewhere else. That Greg Olsen just left the Panthers so he can ring chase.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he's on his last 2 to 3
100%.
years. And so he's going to go to Seattle.
I don't blame him.
But you know what? I'm
not
calling
mad
it.
at
I'm
him.
calling it right now. Greg Olsen to Seattle is going to be equally as bad as Jimmy Graham to Seattle.
Really?
100%.
I'll tell you, I bet.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now.
I think Greg Olsen's better than Jimmy Graham was.
I mean, I don't know about that.
Hey,
I think that's a...
Greg Olsen's good.
I mean, he's good, but he's also old, and he can't keep his legs healthy, and his feet are broken. He's got the feet of an 80-year-old. If anyone's at risk of breaking his feet or his knees or whatever, it's Greg Olsen. He's going to go there, catch one pass, get hit by someone. Next thing you know, he's out with a collarbone. He's going to be the new Aaron Rodgers. Or he's going to catch one pass, running down, run out of the sidelines, tear a quad because he's old. The guy is ring chasing, but for granted, he's been a solid player. He's been good. But I don't think he's going to really make as big of an impact on Seattle because I just don't think he's that good now. But back to what
I think overall, maybe not is or was. I think he could have been better than Jimmy Graham. I think he was with you go back to you go back to his prime years with Carolina. I think he had a better upside than Jimmy Graham. I think he could have been better.
Yeah, I just think his body is just betrayed.
But yeah, now he's almost done.
Yeah, here's...
But I think in their primes, I think Greg Olsen was better.
You know what I like about drafting? I hate the combine, but I do like the draft. You know why? You like you said, you're drafting this 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kid. I think there's a lot more loyalty at stake when you're drafting and you're creating your team through the draft than there is when you're going through free agency.
Right.
So, what I mean by this. Le'Veon Bell, who signed, a $35 million deal with the Jets.
Yeah.
Solid running back. Pretty good, running back. Do you really think he wants to be with the Jets?
No. Absolutely
He's
not.
chasing the money.
Yeah, absolutely not.
He
Nobody wants to be with the Jets.
They're a fine team. They have a long history.
Are you a Jets fan?
I mean, they're a good secondary team. Sometimes you gotta have a bad team like your Panthers. Hey.
We're waiting. Come on.
I just
talk.
like them. They have a good history.
What about their history is good?
Yeah.
That's like...
Give me a good history.
Come on.
They've done fine things. Y'all, I know you are talking Green Bay and Carolina.
Green Bay? Green Bay has one of the greatest histories in the NFL.
That's true. I have to admit, as a Vikings fan, the Green Bay history is good. I mean, listen.
And I can't take any of your opinions serious, Mr. Skillet. I'm going back away from the couch.
Hey, listen. There's a monster. It's coming tonight to get you. Remember that. And you know what? I'm going to FaceTime you tomorrow.
The purple people here.
I am going to FaceTime you tomorrow in the middle of Skillet set list when they're singing Monster so you can look at my face, sing the song that you love the most.
And then he's going to sneak in your window and he's going to suck your dick.
I don't think it's going that way. Maybe it'll be the other way.
That's what it sounded like it was going. I just wanted to point that out.
No. I said that I was going to unleash the monster.
All right.
But that his is not the monster, okay?
The monster he's referring to is his tongue, Nick. Watch out.
That's what I'm here.
Yeah.
Sad. Immature.
All
That's
right.
what you are.
All right.
You're no comic. You're just a 12-year-old baby.
Can I just show you just a good
time? That's what Russell wants.
I thought you were about to show us a good 10. Okay, I can't argue with Joe names.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't argue with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But what have you done since, Joe?
Yeah. What'd you do before and what'd you do after?
Hey, also, everybody has bad years. Can I talk about the Braves just taking one of their best players and be like, easy come, easy go, baby?
Yep, that I cannot argue with. They've done that since.
Sometimes bad decisions
They've done
are made.
that. They've done that since they've existed. They'll take one of their best players and they'll say, it wouldn't be that bad if we traded him.
Sometimes.
Well, yeah, I feel like the Jason
spot.
Hayward trade actually worked out for them, or letting him go and not re-sign him, because I think he was actually ultimately a bust compared to what he was expected to do. I mean, I can see that. What player are y'all actually referring to now, or like recently?
God, he was a catcher.
Was Tyler Flowers?
Johnson?
No. Oh my God.
I was thinking Josh Donaldson.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I mean, because that I feel like that was a player you needed to retain. But we know that the Atlanta Braves suck at giving out money.
Yeah.
They refuse to give out money.
They're horrible.
Like they won't do it. But I don't know, man. Like at least they're not like Minnesota giving out money to any average quarterback that comes around. Can we please listen? I know no one's listening in Minnesota. I know no really big, powerful people are listening. But please, can we write the Minnesota Vikings organization and ask them to get rid of Kirk Cousins? It would make me happy. It would make my favorite wide receiver in the league, Stephon Diggs, happy. He would maybe get someone to throw. Let's bring back Teddy Bridgewater, for crying out loud. One of the premier up-and-coming quarterbacks in the National Football League, if you ask me. Can't find that player, can you, Brett?
No.
You know why? Because obviously he wasn't that important.
Well, here, let me give you this one.
All right, give me one.
You want me to hurt you?
Okay, I'm waiting.
For this.
Don't keep me waiting too long.
December 13th, 2003, Atlanta trades Ray King, Jason Marquise, and Adam Wainwright to the St. Louis Cardinals for Eli Marrero.
Can I tell you that I forgot all about Adam Wainwright being an Atlanta Brave?
Check it out. I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to show everybody, all these fans, I'm going to give them something real good.
I'm going to show them something on the microphone.
Yeah, we're going to show you here live. Keep looking, guys.
That's right,
Keep following this voice. Brett's going to go visit his little T-ball trophies, even though I'm not supposed to bring that up anymore because they said the T-ball jokes were a little bit too much and they're past their prime. But you know what?
Well, you can't keep using it as a crutch to call back on. Oh, they like me that one time. Let me keep burying it in their face. Like Family Guy.
I mean, but it's a good crutch. Like, Nick, I don't know what else to say because we can't talk about his 9 fingers because that would be making fun of someone who's not fully normal. And that's kind of... I wasn't going to use that.
You want to make fun of disabled people? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, you can't do that.
This man's in here trying to talk about disabled people.
Yeah, I know.
That's
like
a big joke.
Oh, all right, guys. We got a fresh picture for you to view. You know what? We're going to put this...
We will post it on social media.
Yeah, it's going to be up on our new Instagram that we're going to create tonight. And it's going to be up on Facebook. Once again, if you haven't checked that out, please go check out the Walrus and Comic Podcast or Sports Report on Facebook, where you can like and find everything that you need to keep up to date with what we're doing here in Andrews, South Carolina.
So here we go. What we have here, what you're going to be seeing on our social media, is a 2002 Myrtle Beach Pelicans team photograph.
Ooh.
Class A affiliate of the Atlanta Braves. Single A.
That was the glory years.
All right. And I just want to mention players that the Pelicans, Myrtle Beach Pelicans, during the Braves ownership, I think they're a Cubs team now. They went to the Rangers for the Braves, and now the Cubs.
They're kind of like a street hooker now.
Yeah,
they just
they can't find a place.
Working lady.
Freddie Freeman was there.
Oof.
Jason Hayward and Freddie Freeman lived together in Myrtle Beach when they played for the Pelicans.
That's crazy to even think about.
Yeah,
100%.
one of the best players, top 5 player in Major League Baseball right now. Played for the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. Played 45 minutes away from us. Lived, played, and now he is top 5, top 3 in Major League Baseball right now.
I'm not going to argue with you because I do them.
Here we go. Team photograph. We're going to show this to you, like we said, on social media. Front row from left to right. Bill McCarthy.
God, are you going to read everything out? Give us the highlights, man.
Oh, you want the highlights? I'll give you the highlights. All right.
He does that.
Kelly Johnson. You remember the year he had for the Braves?
Yeah,
he played for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, great. He was a Myrtle Beach Pelican. Adam LaRoche is in this team photograph.
I used to like Adam LaRoche.
Adam LaRoche.
Mostly because
so now we have Kelly Johnson and Adam LaRoche here in this picture. All right?
Is Rafael Furcal in that picture? One of my favorite shortstops of the Atlanta Braves of all time.
Rafael Furcal is not here.
Glasses.
But here is, I'm not wearing my glasses, and this red text at the bottom of this picture, you'll see it when we post it, is horrible. But here is the big one. Adam Wainwright is in that photograph.
No way.
The Adam Wainwright. They had Kelly Johnson, Adam LaRoche. I'm having a stroke just thinking about it.
Hey, you can't make fun of people with strokes.
Yeah, I'm tired of y'all.
My stroke doesn't work. All right.
Whoa, Donald Trump. Hey, slow your roll.
Hey, I don't like that. He's brought the economy back up.
Hey, listen. This is Bernie all the way. Team Bernie podcast all the way. Feel the burn.
We should end it right now.
We do not have any political views. Adam LaRoche.
Not at all. We're just playing around.
Adam LaRoche, Kelly Johnson, Adam Wainwright in that photograph, all in one single A minor league team. This is single A. This is the beginning of their career. Where it began in Myrtle Beach. You're looking at that photo.
Did it begin in high school?
Take it easy. Would you take it easy, caveman? It began in T-ball, I guess.
Where you began and in.
He was on that again when you left the room. And
wow!
It's dead. You can't use it as a crutch.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry this continues to be a running joke. He played T-ball. He played T-ball. Yeah, and he was good. Yeah, we got it.
Hey, that was so funny. I'd offer to shake your hand, but you only got 4 fingers.
And I told you can't make fun of people born different, Ron.
Offer to jack me off. Anyway.
What? We would be able to do that if you could actually find something there. We know it's not existent.
What are we, in middle school?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Knee slappers.
What were we saying before I had to go get the picture? The guy's name, who's a left fielder, he's not a catcher, Brett Butler. They traded him. He was good. And they traded him for players to be named later.
What did he get? Did they ever name him?
Well, I think he ended up finding out. And when you find out, you don't have to take it. Like, if it's a player to be named later and you find out what's going to happen, like you find out it's you, I think you don't have to take it. You can be like, all right, I'm out of this. And I'm not sure what happens to you, but you can step out of the trade if you find out.
I've actually never heard that before.
We'll bring it to you right now. The Atlanta Braves traded players to be named later and $150,000 to the Cleveland Indians. Received Lynn Barker. The Atlanta Braves sent Rick Bahina, Brett Butler, and Brooke Jacoby to the Cleveland Indians to complete the trade. What we got? Lynn Barker reached the pinnacle of his career when he threw a perfect game on May 15th and was an all-star in the summer. That's what we got.
That's what we got?
You ever heard of Lynn Barker?
No.
That's what we got.
But I've never heard of the other players.
You've never heard of Brett Butler?
No, man. Like, I'm not a baseball guy.
You're not
like
a baseball guy. All
Remember,
right.
my Atlanta Braves love ended when Chipper Jones retired. And
You didn't have a very long, 20 years.
Yeah,
20 years.
20 years in baseball is a long time.
Yeah, all right.
That's a long time in any sport. That's half the amount of time I've been out of high school.
I think just...
Wait, no, I said that wrong. Wait, I've only been out of high school 10
Jesus
years,
heavens,
11 years.
man.
I don't
He's
know.
not a math teacher.
I'm not a math teacher. Social studies and coach track and field. I don't know. So, what were you even talking about before this? Because I don't even know.
We were talking...
Braves kick out.
Yeah, we were talking Braves making horrible trades, and I brought up Brett Butler, and then we got into minor league baseball.
Yeah.
And I had to go get the picture.
Yeah, I had to go get the name picture that they can't even see.
That the fans will see. Don't you worry none at
Let
all.
me show you pictures of my grandchildren.
Yeah, we're also going to put out there for you guys a picture of young Brett holding his T-ball bat.
That's right.
Walleye and all.
I have it. I think I was a Tiger.
Where
I got
you
a little
really?
orange uniform, a little bat.
I know your parents.
I got it
must have been
somewhere
so
in here.
disappointed.
We'll post that too.
Yeah,
We'll post
I
that
think
too.
that people
We'll
deserve
find
to
that,
see.
we'll post that too.
Because that's got to be
It's coming.
It's got to be the most disappointing picture your parents ever got.
Yeah, it is. It's like you bring me that unathletic kid that has all the medical problems that looks like Grimer from Pokemon, and let's put him in a Tigers jersey and hand him a bat, and I'm just kind of in front of the camera.
What's the character off of South Park that has like the little
Jimmy!
walking face? That's who you are. Is it Jimmy or Timmy?
It's Jimmy. Timmy's the one in the wheelchair. Jimmy.
Oh.
Jimmy's the one that.
The comedian.
You were
The comedian.
The comedian. That is you.
Hey!
You were Jimmy.
Hey!
Great. If you don't understand
And it
that
comes
reference,
full circle,
you can,
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, if you don't get that reference, you can go play South Park: The Stick of Truth. Really quality game in the year 2012, I believe. The same year BioShock Infinite came out.
All right.
Solid games. Some good, useless video game knowledge for you there on the Sports Podcast.
The caption.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Post Malone is about to die, ladies and gentlemen. That's neither here nor there in this sports show.
Hey, that was a great concert. I was there.
Oh,
I was there.
Teenage woman!
Listen, hey, I was there,
Walrus.
and I enjoyed every single moment of it. I enjoyed it more than you enjoyed the Atlanta Braves game we went to last year.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
Let me tell you. Let me give you what happened. Let me give you what happened, all right?
Yeah, Brett
Fans
cried
listening?
at a game.
I might as well have. And fans, let me give you what happened, all right?
Yeah, hold your breath there, all right? It's going to be a long
All
story.
right? The Atlanta
You're
Braves.
going to pass out.
The Atlanta Braves were shut out 3 times last season in 162 games. They had one of the best offenses in baseball. All right? One of the best offenses. They were shut out. You can count how many times they were shut out on one hand
Well, they
in
were against a good team.
162 games. And which one did we pick to go to? A Royals game where they lost. The only runs scored were unearned. We got to see no hits, no home runs. We got to see runs scored on 2 errors. We got to see a 2-0 loss. And who did it? Julio Teheran. I'm glad he's gone to the Angels, huh?
Hey, first off, Nick, I want to go back to what Brett just said. He said that we picked the game to go to that was the shutout loss.
I picked the
But in
Royals
fact,
because it's Nick's team.
I do like the Royals.
He's a Royals guy.
And they do got the South Carolina Gamecock guy.
Yeah, they have
Can't remember his
Whit
name.
Merrifield.
Whit Merrifield, who won a national title for the baseball.
Had the walk-off hit. He won the title.
Yeah.
He was the guy.
At least we got to cheer for him because there was nothing else to
and
cheer
the Royals fans
and
the Royals fans really appreciated it. We got in a conversation with Royals.
That's right. I mean,
and asked us.
You definitely can't talk about winning because we were definitely losing.
Right, their leadoff guy. You know, he hit leadoff, and every time he came up, we stood up with the Royals fans and we cheered him on. And the guys behind us asked us, "Hey, he played." He asked, I had on a South Carolina hat, and he said, "Are you guys from South Carolina? He played for you, didn't he?" And we were like, "Yeah, he hit the walk-off." And he told us they really love him in Kansas City. Like,
great player.
He is their staple in Kansas City.
Yeah, he's
their guy.
But you know what? Let's go back to this story because, Nick, I don't think I'll ever forget the walk back to the car.
The walk of shame.
We had to walk like a mile, it seemed like. And Brett, I wish you could see me right now. I wish we had a camera.
In dead silence.
He dead silence, just shuffling his feet.
Wondering what went wrong. What brought me here to this moment.
Looked like somebody stole his puppy dog.
All right? What brought me here to see a team that I had watched score 8, 9 runs, a team I had watched all season that you can get through, that a starter can get through their lineup one time. All right? You can get through their lineup one time without them hurting you last season. But going through 2 times, they're going to get you. Going through 3 times, they're going to destroy you. Right? That's what they did to everybody. Arguably best lineup in baseball. They mutilated people. They top 5 offense. They were great. They were geared. And I was geared going to this game. We were about to see a fireworks show, baby.
Oh, and you got your little bobblehead. We had to go stand in line to get it. We had to be early.
We are about to see them get it going. And they didn't get nothing going except 2 errors. That's all they got going the whole game. They didn't get nothing going. Who made the error? Freddie Freeman. One of the best players on the team. We got to see him make an error. We chose the worst night of the season besides Game 5 of the NLCS because it doesn't get any worse than that. Game 5, the Cardinals came out and scored the most runs in history in 1 inning. Doesn't get any worse than that. All right, so we witnessed the second worst game in a 162 game season. Let's pull up the calculator, right?
Hey, I'm not the math teacher. You got to do all the work here.
And let's say a 0.6% chance of choosing the worst game.
And you did it.
And we did it.
You did it. Not us. Me and Nick did have nothing to do with this. It was, hey, we're going to see the Royals. Hey, we got to book the hotel. So we booked the hotel because you chose the game. It was your mistake, buddy.
Well, let's say it was the second worst game, so let's do 2 instead of 1, huh? Let's do 2 instead of 1. All right? That gives us right now a 1.2% chance of choosing either the first or second worst game of the season out of 162, and we did it. And so, that is where my disbelief, that is where my walk of shame came from.
And we did pay a lot for those tickets, too, because we were right there on the third base line.
Beautiful seats. Beautiful. We could hear them talking in the dugout. Yeah.
We could hear everything they were saying, and we paid all this money, but could you imagine paying the money to see that Game 5? And watch the Cardinals put that many runs.
And having to go home, having to get up and go home in the second inning because it is 11-0.
Oh no, I would have stayed through the whole thing.
It is 11-0 already. They have put it on you. They have ended it in the second inning. Go home.
You know, I would dare to say that the sports walk of shame is worse than the other type of walk of shame.
100%. That was where my silence came from. That was where everything came from. It was anger in it, obviously. It was mostly, but it was just disbelief that a 1.2% chance of this happening, and we did it. We did it. We saw it.
I was actually really impressed with you at the game, though, Brett, because you didn't turn into one of those stupid fans that yell and scream at everything at the players.
Because I'm not. Because I hate those people.
You didn't turn and say, "Hey, Blue, that was a strike. What are you looking at? You need new glasses."
Because I know what I'm looking at. Because I understand what I'm looking at. Because I've watched sports.
Yeah, you were understanding you were watching a beat.
Oh, I understood I was watching my team lose. And fans need to understand that more, because that's what really grinds my gears, is fans who don't understand that. You got fans that want to holler and carry on and moan and complain about every call is the wrong call against my team and everything's going wrong for me, when it's just your team's getting their asses beat.
It just sounds like
all it is.
It sounds like you're describing University of South Carolina fans.
Yeah.
Oh man, that brings me back to that experience.
Yeah.
That you probably could give a really good story about that for the people.
We got it coming next week. Check it out next week.
Yeah, next week we're going to give.
We got it coming. We'll give you the worst. We're going to give you the worst fan experience, followed by our takes on why fans are like that. Why are you like this?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
And if you're one of those fans who are listening to our podcast, you might not want to listen next week.
Yeah, get out of here.
You're going to be really disappointed, because we are going to personally attack you,
and I don't want
from behind this microphone.
That's right.
Man, Brett, I feel like this is pretty good content we're giving the people here.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I think that we got to get it out there. We gotta have some people share.
That's right, man.
Maybe some sponsorships,
We appreciate the people who've listened every week. We appreciate the support. And even if you've just listened 1 week, like even if you've been here 1 week and you've listened to one episode, you've listened to one piece of one episode, we appreciate you. We appreciate you for stopping in and listening. And share us and get us out, because we're growing, we're getting better, we're learning.
And don't forget you're all 10s.
You're probably a 5.
And this has been...
share your podcast.
Listen. Hey, he can give out those 10s
That's
now.
right.
Because you know what? If you are listening out there, you are a perfect 10.
Probably a 5.
And this has been the Walrus and Comic Podcast Sports Report. We'd like to thank you for tuning in today, and whenever you listen to this, and hopefully this is something that you can enjoy on a long ride. Share it with all your friends. Like us on Facebook, the Walrus and Comic Sports Report, I believe.
That's right, the Sports Report.
So give us a like, a share. You can make some comments. Look at this stupid picture that Brett's going to put up.
That's right.
I'm not talking about the baseball one. I'm talking about the one he's actually
That's right, my picture of me being a T-ball. And no open mics coming up because of the play-by-play. If I have an off day and there is an open mic, obviously it'll be posted on social media. Follow us there.
Yeah. You can look him up. Brett Olin Howard.
Olin. Brett Olin Howard, my name on Facebook. Add me, add the podcast, follow our page, and we'll let you know where all the open mics are. Once again, we're posting every broadcast I do. The baseball games will be posted to the Walrus and Comic. That link, you can listen to those games if you want to hear some Walk-A-Mole Warrior baseball. If you're interested for any reason, if it's for us or if it's for the team, check it out. Listen to a broadcast. I would appreciate it. The radio station that I'm doing it for would appreciate it. And, you're showing your support any way you can.
That's right. And we're going to look into getting some products out, I think, soon.
That's right.
On the horizon, maybe some T-shirts. I think we're going to put a self-portrait of me on a T-shirt as a nice walrus with my nice flowy beard.
That's right.
And we're going to try to get some stuff out there for you. And so like, share, comment. I hate saying it because I know Brett hates it because he always hates like Facebook or YouTubers who like say that.
They're a little self-promotion stuff. But now you're on the other side of it. You get it to an extent. We're not overdoing it. We're asking you to do it. We're not begging you.
That's right. But we would appreciate it. And now we're going to turn it over to Kumbaya.
All right.
Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. The Walrus and the Comic.